At Swim Two Birds. At Swim Two Birds is a 1939 novel by Irish writer Brian O'Nolan. Writing under the pseudonym Flann O'Brien. It is widely considered to be O'Brien's masterpiece, and one of the most sophisticated examples of metafiction. The novel's title derives from Snámh Dá Éan. Middle Irish, the narrow water of the two birds, modern Irish, Snámh Dá Éan. An ancient ford on the River Shannon, between Clonmacnoise and Shannonbridge. Reportedly visited by the legendary King Sweeney, a character in the novel. The novel was included in Time magazine's list of the 100 best English-language novels from 1923 to 2005. It was also included in a list published by The Guardian, of the 100 best English-language novels of all time. Plot summary. At Swim Two Birds presents itself as a first-person story by an unnamed Irish student of literature. The student believes that one beginning and one ending for a book was a thing I did not agree with, and he accordingly sets three apparently quite separate stories in motion. The first concerns the Púca McFlimey, a member of the devil class. The second is about a young man named John Furrisky, who turns out to be a fictional character created by another of the student's creations, Dermot Trellis, a cynical writer of westerns. The third consists of the student's adaptations of Irish legends, mostly concerning Finn Mac, Cool and Mad King Sweeney. But even this is a jest. The first of many in the novel. As there's also a fourth beginning here. That introducing the Irish student's own discourse on the benefits of three beginnings, setting his own story in motion. In the autobiographical frame story, the student recounts details of his life. He lives with his uncle, who works as a clerk in the Guinness brewery in Dublin. The uncle is a complacent and self-consciously respectable bachelor who suspects that the student does very little studying. This seems to be the case, as by his own account the student spends more time drinking stout with his college friends, lying in bed, and working on his book than he does going to class. The stories that the student is writing soon become intertwined with each other. John Furrisky meets and befriends two of Trellis's other characters, Anthony Lamont and Paul Shanahan. They each become resentful of Trellis's control over their destinies, and manage to drug him so that he will spend more time asleep, giving them the freedom to lead quiet domestic lives rather than be ruled by the lurid plots of his novels. Meanwhile, Trellis creates Sheila Lamont, Anthony Lamont's sister, in order that Furrisky might seduce and betray her, but blinded by her beauty Trellis so far forgets himself as to assault her himself. Sheila, in due course, gives birth to a child named Orlick, who is born as a polite and articulate young man with a gift for writing fiction. The entire group of Trellis's characters, by now including Finn, Sweeney, the urbane Púca and an invisible and quarrelsome good fairy, who lives in the Púca's pocket, convenes in Trellis's fictional Red Swan Hotel where they devise a way to overthrow their author. Encouraged by the others, Orlick starts writing a novel about his father in which Trellis is tried by his own creations, found guilty and viciously tortured. Just as Orlick's novel is about to climax with Trellis' death, the college student passes his exams and reconciles with his uncle. He completes his story by having Trellis's maid accidentally burn the papers sustaining the existence of Furrisky and his friends, freeing Trellis. End of the summary. Thank you.